Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to my walkthrough of Final Fantasy X. Now, the end of last episode, of course, we had that real sad scene where Sin came in and just destroyed Kilika village. Wiped out a bunch of houses, a bunch of buildings. I mean, you can see the damage in the background. You can see how big it was. And the little part that we're on that's left, you can see how much is in the background there. In this episode, I think we're going to head into the forest. Head up to the temple. I guess we're just gonna kind of go along here, see what's going on, and I guess let's just head on to town and see if there's anything we can do to help out. Let's go this way. And people are gathering here for something. See what it is.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this? It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Hmm?
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
And that is one of the most beautiful scenes you'll ever see in video games. Not just in terms of graphics, but the music, the sound, the animation, the movements, the way the water moves, and the way Yuna moves. That's just one of the most beautiful cutscenes ever in the history of video games. Now, I'm going to go ahead and head on out here. There's a few little extra items you can get within the town.
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
I'm gonna kind of show those to you guys. So first one we have to do is we have to run over this way. This little girl crying here.
Huh? Whoa!
Tidus being the good guy hero that he is. God, everything's just destroyed. Jeez. Alright, now let's head back towards Waka now. Look at that. I mean, it's just pure destruction. The whole village. So, we need to head in here. And there's a little girl we saved, her older sister here. You're the one who saved my sister, right? That treasure box contains a token of my appreciation. Please accept my thanks. So let's see what she gives us here. An ether. Okay. See what Waka's got going on.
Ah, there you are. Be Saint Aurochs, huddle. On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Holland used to live in the Kilika temple here. Yep. Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka.
Hmm?
Praying for victories, oh, good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
So you see how important blitzball is to him. You know, it's just something. I'm gonna go back here to this deck. There might be there's a chest back here whenever we leave. It might be back here now. Let's see. It's not here yet. Okay. As a matter of fact, there's one of the Kilika blitzball players swimming around down there. This old lady could sell us some stuff, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's go ahead and head on into the forest. Now, when we get into the forest, I might do a battle or two, and then I'm going to cut. I'm going to do a little bit of grinding, and then I will bring you guys back before we fight. Well, there's like a little side boss in the forest, but.
What's up?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
What? What do you mean?
It's just that... Well,
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
So as you can see, Kamari's not having any of that drama. There's a chest back here. There's a few other items. A monosphere times 2. I didn't know that's what that gave you. There's a few other items in here. I'm not going to worry about showing those because they're just kind of off the little branch paths, and there's not really anything special to show. I'm going to go ahead and run up here, and this is going to explain how Kimari's Ronso skill, like blue mage type skills, work.
Kimari, why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's a lancet?
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heals the user. But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
Hey, sounds cool.
Okay, so go ahead and use this Lancet here. And as you can see, whenever Kamari learns a new ability, his overdrive gauge automatically goes to the top. Now, we're not going to use that. The overdrive gauges, I would recommend saving for bosses, except for Titus. And the reason I wouldn't, that I would use his, is because he, the way he gets his new overdrive moves is by using his overdrive so many times. Now, as you can see, I'm bringing people in and just putting them into defense. That's kind of what I do when I do switch training. I'll just switch everybody in, do some defensive stuff, and then I'll attack, kill the enemy. And that's the basics of switch training. You also saw Kamari's blue mage type skills. But I'm going to go ahead and do this last bit of dialogue here.
Company, halt!
The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
So we could just go around this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grind up a little bit. I might do a couple more battles just kind of right here. See if I can show you guys. Of course, I was wanting to show you guys some of the other enemies that you can encounter in here. But of course the game's not going to let me do that.
Now what?
But yeah, Titus is the only one that I would use his overdrive gauge every single time he gets it up. He's the only one I would do that for. Okay, bring Yuna in.
I'm ready.
Don't want to summon.
Aid us.
Cure. And like I said before in previous episodes, the more you do things like Cure, the closer you're going to get to being able to learn those new overdrive mode upgrades and things like that, where you can up your overdrive mode other ways. So if you can Cure and things like that, I would always recommend doing something like that. Let's go ahead and bring Lulu in and see if we can't...
Allow me.
Kill it off. There we go. Okay. But I'm probably going to go ahead and cut here. I'm going to go do a little bit of grinding. And I'll bring you guys back right before we fight Oshu. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, so we're back. Grinded just a little bit, not too much. As you can see, I got pretty much everybody to 6. The only reason Waka seems so low is because I moved him forward earlier when we were in the field. But let's go ahead and do this. Move Titus here. What does he learn here? Strike speed. We definitely want to learn that. And we'll learn a mana. And I think I want to get him one more sphere level so he can learn that haste before the next fight. here's Kimari. I like to take him around this side circle before I do anything. What do we got? We don't need extract mana, so we'll leave these two, and we don't need scan. I don't ever use that, especially... I usually always have a weapon with a scan ability on it, so I don't really need that. Let's see. Keep moving Lulu forward. What we need. Always nice to get that HP up. Oh, didn't mean to go that fast. Yuna, should we learn the last knoll? No, we don't need to do that. We don't need to learn the last knoll. So let's keep Yuna moving. Get her some mana spheres here. Okay. And finally, Waka. I was wanting to try and get him down there to get that ability down there on the bottom. That's something that I really want. What I may do is do a couple more battles on screen here for you guys. And I got one of the things I didn't want. Yeah, I don't want to risk that. She might kill on that, especially now that I powered her up. Earlier I wasn't even getting close to killing these things like that, so I'm already way more powerful now. Yeah, that would have killed him. Okay, let's see what that gets me. Nothing. As you can see, I've leveled up pretty good here to where I'm to the point where it's getting harder and harder to level up. Take that out first. Even though that lizard can cause petrify, which is one of the worst things ever to happen to you in this game. Because if another enemy hits you while you're petrified, you break apart. You lose that spot. Like, so you only have 2 people in the rest of the fight. It's ridiculous. I just want Tidus... Ooh, that overkill might have helped us a lot. I just want Tidus to learn haste, and then we'll go fight the Ochu. You only need to move forward 1? I hope that's all he needed to move forward. Yes. Okay, good. So, haste is what I really want to learn. We might as well move everybody else, too. Get them those extra skills. Oh, we got a few items going through. We got a remedy from from a person in the woods. We got a luck sphere, which we can't do a lot with right now. One more walk, we'll be able to get that spot. So what we're going to do is we're going to save, and then we're going to go fight the Ochu. So let's head on up here. Initiate this fight here. So this is like a little side boss. We could have avoided and run around it if we really wanted to. Let's see. Walker's not going to be doing much in this battle, so let's let him get an attack in. Kimari's not going to do a lot in this battle, so we'll let him get an attack in. Good, that's all I wanted him to attack. Okay, so Lulu will hit fire, and then I'm going to kind of show you what I'd usually do as a strategy in this. I usually bring Tidus in now that he knows haste. I'll haste up Lulu, and I'll just have her hit with fires. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it one more time with Kimari. Good, he got a critical. Okay, and just not have her hit fires with haste on. And then what I'll do is I'll bring in Yuna. And have her hit. Okay. I'll bring in Yuna. Let's have her cure first. And then what I do, basically, is I'll just haste everyone. And then I just kind of whittle away at this thing. Cure. And then I'll just use Yuna to cure. And when you do that, when he does this, you want to hit him with a physical attack as fast as you possibly can. You know what? No, I'm gonna hit him with fire. I'm gonna hit Lulu with an Asuna, get that poison off of her. And Tidus, let's hit with Spiral Cut. Because it gets regen when it falls asleep, and there's times when it can regen like... I didn't wake it up. Okay. Whew. Glad Yuna hit there. There's times when it can regen like 1100 health, something like that, when it does that. Now, what I'm wanting to do here... I don't know what to do. Let's cheer. In case he tries to hit Lulu. Hopefully her defense will be high enough that she'll survive it. Yuna. Okay. So we need to Asuna her. We need to hit. We need to hit with a fire. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring Bellafor. Now what I did was, in one battle, while I was grinding, I brought out Bellafor, got its overdrive gauge all the way up. Now I usually do that before boss fights. The first time I played the game, obviously I didn't know when the boss fights were coming, so I wasn't able to do that. Now that I know where they are, I'll do that. I'll usually do that anyway, because it's always useful to have an Eidolon, and there I go thinking about Warframe again, an Aeon with a overdrive gauge on, just you know, that you can just pull out in case you need to. So hopefully I can get an overkill here. That's what I'm really hoping for, and I did good. That'll give me some extra, definitely extra experience, maybe extra items, depending on the items it gives out. So good amount of experience there. I got 2 MP spheres. Okay.
A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young Crusaders gather around.
And when I talk to one of them here in a second, I'm gonna get an elixir, I think.
Hey, after the tournament, you should join the Crusaders.
Losing?
Do your best, kid. Wakka's counting on you.
Ha, there we go. Elixirs, I mean, that's a good item. Obviously, if you've ever played Final Fantasy or anything like that, you know how good of an item an elixir is. Let's go ahead and head this way. Get that extra HP. Okay, so we're gonna head on to the temple. Ah, that's not good. That's not good. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, that was huge. Okay, let's bring Wakka out. I don't want to flee. I might just start using some potions and stuff. Gosh dang. I don't like using stuff like that right now, but I should have healed after the battle. That was dumb. That extra damage I'm doing is really helping, though. I got rid of one. I can bring Yuna back in. Heal Lulu first. Hopefully, I just have to hope the enemy doesn't attack Yuna. Because if he attacks Yuna and lands, she's done. Good, good. She didn't. Or the enemy didn't. Good. So, let's hit it with a fire.
Take that!
Always remember to heal after battles. That was dumb of me. Should definitely have done that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and heal now. To save healing items, I usually use Cure outside of battle and just heal everyone. The only reason I wasn't healing right away is because there's a save sphere coming up right up here. I'm gonna get one more battle before I get out. No, I didn't. All right, so let's head on up to the temple.
Oh, these stone steps have a history, you know. Yep, Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
A race, huh? Think you can beat me?
Yuna, if you would.
Ready?
Hey!
Ah, huh? Hey!
Oh, Yuna, you crack me up. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted. I want that extract ability. Now, what that's going to allow me to do is if I use that, I don't even need an ability sphere for focus. I never learn that anyway. I don't ever use it. I definitely need to get an ability sphere before Yuna gets over there, because I like to learn any of the like main abilities like that. Now, I'm going to run through here real fast. Get that scout equipped. Get that equipped. See if there's anything else we can equip. Nope. Okay, so we're going to save. You're going to see in a minute why we're going to save. Now we got Sin Spawn coming up here.
Everyone, quick!
These are like enemies that when Sin does something he leaves behind, and you have to get rid of him really fast or he comes back for him. So, I mean, there's not like a time limit on this battle, but it's just in the lore of the game, it's enemies that he'll come back for. And this one has a few stipulations. You can't use magic on the main body right now because the tentacles will absorb the magic. But since fire is effective here, what I'm gonna do is bring Tidus out. Going to haste up Lulu, and I'm going to use some other people. I'm going to whack on these tentacles here. Let's bring Waka out. So we have to get rid of these first, no matter what. Okay, that's the third miss in a row, and it finally hit. I didn't think. Should I? Yeah, why not? Let's do it since it's built up. Now these are element reels. He has other reels he can learn. And I did a terrible, terrible job at this. You want to try and get elements of the same type. Gosh dang. That was awful looking. I made myself look like I didn't know what I was doing. Get rid of these as fast as we possibly can. I know I'm not using Yuna a lot in this battle. There's not a lot she can do. If I can just get rid of this tentacle. There we go. Now, I can bring Lulu in. Hit it with some fire. Need to get it to open its shell up. Just like that. Okay, good. I'm gonna go ahead and use everybody's overdrive, I think, on this battle. So I'll bring Yuna in. Let's go ahead and get rid of that poison on Kimari so he can use his overdrive. It doesn't really matter which one. I'll just do Seed Cannon. Okay. I'm gonna use Lulu's overdrive right towards the end. I want to try and get overkill on this thing if I can. Hopefully this doesn't crit. Okay, good, good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to defend. Let's hit. Now we have to spin this right stick. Got 5. I don't think that's going to open. Oh, it did. Wow. Okay. I did not think that was going to work. So we'll get that extra experience, which, of course, is always useful.
Yeesh.
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Being a guardian's tiring.
You handle yourself pretty well. You got talent.
Hey. So, what are these sin spawn anyway?
Fiends, they fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
Alright. So, we needed those 2 ability spheres. That was very useful. Okay. Go ahead and go to the sphere grid. Like I said, I like to move Kamari around the circle first. And I guess either way, it wouldn't make a difference. Let's head on up to the temple.
Huh.
So, they got fiends in Xanarkand too.
Just a few. It's a big deal when one shows up, though. Hey, since when have you believed me about Xanarkand anyway?
I've been thinking, maybe people Sin gets to don't die. Maybe Sin carries them through time, like 1,000 years through time. And then one day, maybe they just pop back, see?
Amazing. Simply amazing. You make up one theory after another, refusing to face the simple truth. Sin didn't take Chappu anywhere. Sin crushed him and left him on the Jose shore. Your brother won't just pop back. Oh, and one more thing. No matter how much you want it, no one can take Chappu's place. No one can replace Sir Jekt, for that matter. And there's no replacement for Lord Braska, either. It's pointless to think about it. And sad.
I could never be what Chappu was. Well, stuff happens. Best not to worry.
Waka, Lulu, and Waka's brother, Chappu. Something had happened between them a long time ago. I was sure of it. Well, whatever it was none of my business, that's for sure. Best not to go there.
This is one of my favorite temple designs. I love the way this temple's designed with the kind of random shapes and the colors and the fire, and I really think the way they designed this is really cool looking. Alright, so let's just keep heading forward here. Go further. I don't think none of these people will give you anything or anything like that.
You here to pray for victory too?
Us? Pray? Who needs to pray? The Luca goers always win.
Oh yeah? Then why you here?
We've been praying for some competition this year.
So what's your goal this time? You gonna do your best again? Ha! It's too bad your best isn't good enough. Why even bother showing up?
This time, we play to win.
Ooh, play away. Just remember, even kids can play, boys.
See you in the finals!
We'll beat them. We have to.
You know that team?
Putting people down. They're as bad as my old man.
But Sir Jecht was a kind and gentle man.
Well, not my Jecht. Even 10 years after he left. Just thinking about my old man got me angry. But maybe that was just my way of keeping him... Nah.
Yeah, Titus looks like he's getting a little soft about Jecht, but of course we meet the biggest a-hole team of all time here. So let's keep heading on to the temple. I don't think there's anything in either of those doors. I'm almost certain there's not.
Lord O'Holland, guide our feet.
Let's go ahead and pray again. We did it in Besaid. Trying to stay consistent.
A summoner, are you?
My name is Yuna, from the Isle of Besaid.
Donna? So, you're High Summoner Braska's daughter. That's quite a name to live up to. My. And all these people are your guardians? My, what a rabble. As I recall, Lord Braska had only 2 guardians. Quality over quantity, my dear. Whatever were you thinking? I have need of only 1 guardian. Right, Bartello?
I only have as many guardians as there are people I can trust. I trust them all with my life. To have so many guardians is a joy and an honor. Even more so than being my father's daughter. Of course, I would never think of questioning your ways either. So, Lady Donna, I ask of you, please leave us in peace.
You do what you want, Bartello, we're leaving.
A guardian is someone a summoner can rely on. Someone she can trust with her life. I wondered, did Yuna feel that way about me? What's she smiling about?
So I guess all the biggest a-holes are converging on this one temple here. But anyway, I think that's where we're going to end today's episode. Trying to keep the videos definitely shorter than the last couple. Hopefully I am. If not, then, I mean, you know, oh well. I'm just going to play through the game and stop where I feel like the best place is to stop. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here. I'm going to start saving. And I think next episode we're definitely going to do the Cloister of Trials. We're going to head on to Luca, and I guess see where we go from there. And well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Never forget to like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, so you can be updated with all of our videos. Leave a comment down in the comment section. I definitely want to hear from some of you. And I guess have a good day and stay safe.